Update 1.5.7. Let's get into it. Greetings, champions. Can you believe it? It's already time for another balancing patch. We've got a nice round of adjustments lined up. Yada, yada, yada. Thank you, devs. We love you, devs. Now let's scroll down. We got new skins. Esports themed skins. That's fire. Skylar's community-driven redesign. That sounds hype. A surprise new Wukong announcer. Gotta get. Calling the wife right now. Hey, got some money to spend on video games? And a new simplified hero selection screen. That's dope. I'm excited to see that. For first-time players. We love everything that helps the first-time players. All right, let's dive in. Oh my goodness. Hello? I need money stat for some new skins. We have a Fight Night Crunch skin. That is absolutely fire, dude. That's gonna be the thumbnail right there. That's the thumbnail. Oh my goodness. I love that skin. Can we zoom in on it? Let's zoom in on it. Okay, well, we'll wait while that loads. I don't know why I can stream perfectly fine, but then when I click on like an internet thing, it like takes like 15 hours. I have no idea. We have a new rare skin for FaZe. So it's a new color. Oh, that loads right away. A new color. Looks pretty sick, dude. I like it with the white or silver headphones. Pretty dope. FaZe players are happy. Crunch players. Oh my goodness, dude. Please. Please. I'm going to start e-begging for that skin. All right, let's scroll down. It comes with a bundle, which you get a KO spray, a banner, and an icon. Top notch. I love it. The Skylar bundle. So Skylar, you get the hero. Oh, you also get the hero there too. You get premium affinity, which is pretty dope. You don't get that for the crunch, which is kind of odd. You get a shocked overhead emote, banner, icon, all that lovely stuff, and you get 2 skin variants for Skylar. So this new skin up here for FaZe doesn't look like it comes in a bundle. All right, diving in, we have the Victorious Bundle. All proceeds from purchasing this goes to the competitor events. That's dope. So we got Gideon, Rampage, Shimby, Sparrow, and Zinx. They all get a gold skin. That's fire. So you get like gold tips. I can't wait to see this in game. Sparrow has the cool Dynasty skin recolor. It just make me want to just slam my wallet on the ground, son. Or the desk. Take my money. But I don't have any. Oh, Skylar community redesign. Oh my goodness. Dude, that loaded in like an old dial-up internet. But oh my goodness, dude. Absolutely fire. Fire, dude. I like how they got like right here, like the Hitman thing on the face, kind of. I like that. The barcode. That's sick. All right. Wukong joins the mic. And I need to get this. To mark the final Paragon Heroes release, we're adding a little something extra. I love to hear it. So we have a new announcer pack with Wukong. Or hold on. Do you have to buy it or do you just get it for free? The Wukong announcer is only available for a limited time, so don't miss your chance to have the Monkey King call your place. Why is it limited? Robbie, come on, bruh. I will drop that money for that Wukong announcer pack. That's sick, dude. If they start dropping announcer packs... Come on, guys. Come on. What are you doing? Drop it. People will drop the money. New hero selection screen for new players. We already brought that up. That's pretty dope. Now, here's where all the meat and potatoes are, man. This is the main, best tasting part of the soup or the patch notes. The hero changes. This is where things get very good and very worrisome because I am so excited, but on one hand, I'm so scared because it could go either way on this one, all right? Just please don't nerf Wukong. Do not nerf new Wukong, please. All right, here we go. Aurora. Her secondary cooldown increased and her sweep cooldown increased. I don't know why they even touched Aurora, but bet. I don't like Aurora players anyway. I'm just kidding. Now, Aurora's dope, but I'm a hater. Oh my goodness. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry, guys. Let's scroll down. Countess. This person needed the biggest nerf of all time. Give her health increase. Give her armor increase. Her physical armor growth decreased. Her mana regen decreased. So, that's pretty dope. Right? So she got health and armor, but it scales. So I guess it's like a more balanced scale as you level. Her secondary cooldown decreased. Her alternate, her healing decreased by 2 points. And the cooldown decreased. Oh. Wait. Whoa. You guys ran that too? So early game, it takes longer to do. The cooldown's longer. Late game is shortened. Wait. No, that's a typo. It should say increased. Come on, Dabs. Come on. I'm kidding, nah. Yeah, that broke my neck. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Nah, cooldown increase, not decrease. Look, 7 to 8, 6.5 to 7.5. They both end at 5, but throughout the game, it's increased more. Okay. Broke my neck. But I'm surprised they ain't nerf her even harder. But, so Countess, viable. Drongo, Old Rusty, damage increased, cooldown decreased, and it actually decreased. Shrapnel Cannon, damage. Drongo S tier. S. You're picking Drongo. Drongo is now the best carry in the game. Scroll down. Gadget. Mana decrease. Passive increase. So buff. And slow decrease. So the slow did decrease by 5%. But you got a passive buff. So 5%, I wouldn't say it's the end of the world. I would say gadget, same spot. I would say even like a slight buff. Howitzer. We got a nerf. He loses damage off of his mind. And his ult. How we got nerfed. Iggy. His flame turrets got a buff. He could throw them out more. By 2 seconds at the end of the game. Oil spill. Damage increase. Scaling increased. He got buffed. His ultimate bonus movement speed increase. Okay, so Iggy got a buff all around the board. Iggy's buffed. Kalari, health decrease, health growth decrease. That's a nerf. The secondary decrease. Nerf. Kalari did need a nerf, in my opinion. I think it was a little much. This is a really good nerf. Kira. Bat increased by 0.1, and her alternate, her physical power scaling decreased. So the one-shot build, roll it back. Kira's nerfed. Not too far back. It's like she took like a tiny step back. Bellica, attack speed decreased, health decreased, And her alternate cooldown increased. Huge nerf. Belica got nerfed. Still playable. Morn. This guy should have got absolutely destroyed. Let's see what they do with him. Bonus armor scaling decreased by 2%. His alternate is throw animation speed is faster and his vine speed decreased. So that's going to mess up a lot of people's timing. But he is still crazy good. Morn is still a menace. They did not nerf him to the ground. He is very, very viable. This is like the slightest nerf of all time. How's the patch notes looking? Jeer, welcome in, my friend. Dude, they are looking fantastic, dude. So far, it's like they didn't hard nerf anyone crazy. They did nerf Belica, but it was a slight nerf, not the end of the world. Murdoch. Bat increase. But his hot pursuit duration decreased. Once again, the tiniest nerf in the world. You probably won't even notice. Muriel. Health increased. And magic power scaling increased by 10% on her primary. That's pretty dope. I would call that a buff. That is a pretty substantial buff. I wouldn't say that's a small buff. I would say that's like a good inch. Skylar. The default model update. They're probably going to buff her like crazy. She just got the new thing. Everybody wants to play her. Movement speed increased. Oh, Lord. She's faster. Her plasma grenade. Damage increase. Better scaling and cooldown decrease. Skylar mid once again. Oh my lord. Let's see her secondary. The missile damage decreased. Okay. Physical power scaling increased by 8%. That damage did not decrease. And 8% scaling. Y'all better watch out, man. Skylar is gonna be a menace. And the magic power also increased. Dude, Skylar is going to be carrying matches now, son. I said Drongo S tier. It's going to be Drongo and Skylar like this, dude. They're going to be like buddies, bro. Every match. If there's not a Drongo and Skylar, what are you doing? And her alternate also got a buff with power scaling. And the radius and hitbox got bigger. They took the skill away by 10%. Dude, Skylar is a next level demon this patch, dude. Skylar Drongo. Sparrow. Her secondary got buffed. And her ultimate, her center arrows got buffed by 10%. Her side arrows got buffed by 10%. And her self-slow while activated decreased by 3. So if they ban Drongo and if they ban Skylar, this is who you're going to pick next. That's crazy. Dari, I love you. Dude, that is nuts. Okay. Twin Blast. Let's see it. His bonus attack went up. That's a good buff. But nothing crazy. Nothing like what we just saw. Wraith. Mana regen decreased, but mana increased by 25 points. Okay. I mean, more mana is good on Wraith. Because you know what this does? And you're going to be like, wait, 25 mana? That's not a big deal. When you build Resolution, it scales off your mana. So that 25 mana is going to increase off that Resolution, which is going to give you a power boost. So that's actually a very, very, very good buff. You don't know it yet, but that's actually a buff. Wait till you build Resolution. Dari, you're my biggest fan. Dari! Dari, you're the GOAT, bro. Thank you for showing up, dude. And Peekaboo, the mark max health damage decreased. So that's actually a nerf. but I guaranteed it's because of this mana. This, you think this would be small? I guarantee you that with resolutions, what probably broke this. And they were like, oh, hold on. So I would say Wraith, same spot. Wukong, don't murder my boy. Please don't murder my boy. Oh, please buff him. Actually, don't touch him. Health decreased, armor decreased. All around me are familiar places. All right. His basic attack decreased, scaling. Increased cooldown off of his pole vault. High impact. Damage decreased, but scaling increased. Okay. Hold on, buddy. Oh, T-Pain? M&M toothpaste? Oh. Oh, Minion toothpaste. Okay, yeah, we can find that. Yeah. My son asked me for Minion toothpaste. We gotta find it. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave now, Dari. I'm back. Everything was fixed in the, my personal life. All right, now time to dive back into this. So scaling increased, cooldown increased, dude. I don't know why they murder my boy here. Damage decreased. Stop! Stop! For his force push, scaling increased. All right, bet. That's a good thing. He needed that. Wind surge, damage decreased. Oh my goodness. So Wukong. Here's a little Wukong in the blender. Poor Wukong. Yin. Damage increased. Scaling increased. Off the lash kick, which is the go in. Wind burn. Max health damage increase. And deflect damage increase. So Yin's back, baby. So if you want to play jungle, Yin is back. Zarus. This man needed to get nerfed. Health growth decrease. Mana growth decrease. His bonus physical power decreased. Bet. Mana cost decreased off of his primary. Okay. Damage change. He's got a buff early, like for the beginning of the game, so it clears camp faster, but after that it's a decrease. So after that first skill point, it just goes Colossal ultimate, damage decreased. All right, so he did get massively nerfed, but we were expecting that. Zinx, attack speed decreased, armor decreased, mana decreased, mana regen decreased. Dang. She got a new skin too, and they still freaking nerfed her. Damage decreased. Stun duration decreased. She got nerfed. Bad medicine. Mana cost decreased. That's a buff. Initial magical power scaling. Buff. It got 10% buff. But the main damage got decreased, but the initial damage got buffed off your magic skill. And your magical, yeah, so bad medicine got a buff. It's like, it looks like a nerf, but it's actually a buff because the scaling late game, it hits harder, but early game it won't hit as hard. Infuse, the healing decreased. She just got torched alive. All right, items. Divine potion got a nerf. Heals and gives mana less. Obelisk got a buff. Countess is going to be buffed. Typhoon. The dash speed is decreased by 25%. That's a nerf. Polar Trends. Gives you faster movement speed. That's a buff. Shout out Richter. Carry. Ashbringer costs more, but it hits harder. Ashbringer got a buff. Dust Devil. Movement speed increased by 1%. That's a buff. So shout out Sparrow. Imperator got decreased, but oh my goodness. Imperator costs 50 gold less and does more damage. We love to see it. Carries got buffed. Nuclear rounds. Now, when you get nuclear rounds, it automatically does 10% instead of 4%. That is a huge buff. You might want to build nuclear rounds earlier now. Quiver. The multi-shot damage decreased by 2%. So, slight nerf on Quiver. So, you're not going to build it as early. Terminus. Cost increase, but got a huge physical power increase. Hits harder. That's a buff. Viper. Diligence, ability, and on-hit damage amplification increase from 8% to 10%. That's a buff. So Wukong, my boy Wukong, because he builds this, even though he got nerfed on his like melees, with his clones, he's going to be a menace. No quiet. I'm streaming. I'm working. I am talking. He told me be quiet. Paulo, if you want, you could take my phone upstairs if I'm too loud for you, buddy. If I'm too loud for you, you can go upstairs. And then when you're upstairs, you could turn it up all the way if you want. Oh, you want to stay? Okay. Deathstalker, attack speed increased by 5. Bet. That's a buff. Salvation, power increased, health decreased. That is a... I mean, that's a buff. Because main people that build Salvation are usually either off-laners or bruiser jungle. So I would consider that a buff. A slight buff. I would actually just keep it the same. Do yellow nails, no cap, and put smiley faces on them with X's for eyes. I would if I was that good. I will ask Lexi though. Tainted Blade, health decreased. Tainted Blade got a slight nerf. It's not the end of the world. Still build it. Still build it. I'm looking at you. Noxia, cost decrease. That's a buff. Wrath leggings, movement speed increase, buffed. Galaxy Greaves, movement speed increase, buff. True Silver Bracelet, magical power increased, health decreased. That's one again, kind of neutral. Still build it. That's a huge buff. 10 magical power is a lot. Frost Guard, this cost decreased, 200 health added, but the physical armor decreased and magical armor decreased by 5. The 100% base health regen got removed. So this is overall a buff, nerf, buff nerf. I would think Frostguard now will be way more viable, in my opinion, because of the 200 health. Because health regen doesn't really do much in this game. Because you get blown up so quick. You know, even tanks, even supports, when they drop kit, you're not really gonna be like, oh, I took some, let me peel back a little bit, unless you're Narbash. Yeah, so this is actually made Frostguard more viable. You will actually see this more in builds. Tainted Guard, this is gonna be interesting. The Bladed Thorns damage decreased, but the Bladed Thorns physical armor scaling increased. So they nerfed the damage, increased your armor. Okay, you understand? You have more armor. This is weird. Like, I would see, like, you wouldn't really build Tainted Guard anyway for damage. You would build it for the anti-heal, and you know, it was like a bonus, the damage. So this was actually better for tanks. This is, I would consider this a buff. Okay. Unbroken Will, cost decreased. That's a buff. Void Helmet, cost decreased. Health decreased by 50, but the magical armor increased by 5. I consider that actually a small nerf. But Austin, the main reason why you buy this is for like Rampage. Come on now. Like, I don't see anybody else really buying Void Helmet. That way when you heal off your heals, it increases your heals. You know, it's actually really good. Narbash can use it, but you don't see it a lot. But the main thing is health. It's more of a health item more than a protection item, in my opinion. I would consider that a small nerf, in my opinion. But to be honest, if you have it in your build, keep building it. Bug fixes. Fangmal's Earth Shatter could fully refund its own cooldown after a kill. That's nuts. They fixed it. Fixed an issue with incorrect music at the start of the match. Fixed an issue where Wukong's clones could indirectly display immune text when out of range of the target. Fixed an issue where closing the game would take abnormally long. That happened to me the other day. Fixed an issue where Whisper was incorrectly ordered above invite to party when selecting a friend. Fixed an issue where Kwang's recall was missing some additional VFX. Fixed an issue where Drongo's jump SFX would only play through one channel. That's awkward. Love the streams. Hope all is well with you, buddy. Dude, you are amazing, dude. Thank you. First time chat. Give this man a round of applause. Shout out Lou-Eyed. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Lou-Eyed 1246. Thank you for showing up, my friend. Fixed an issue where Viper could deal the incorrect amount of damage. Was it more or less? And fix an issue where Echelon's cloak camouflage could be kept outside of its zone. Just imagine heroes just running around invisible all game. That's what this is saying. And we made it to the end. That's the patch notes, guys. That's awesome. Sweet. I'm going to be posting this video later today. So if you missed it or if you're late to the stream, you can get the full video. Dude, I'm just pulling my hair out, dude. Yeah. I'm emo again. All right, let's go. All right, now time to get in the game. Dude, how do I feel about the patch notes, actually? Because I know everyone's going to ask. But Austin, how do you feel? I feel amazing. I think it's actually really good. It sucks they nerfed my favorite character, but that is okay. You know, we'll live and we'll still play Wukong.